What is up, ladies and gents? We are back. I'm the Guitarist 562 and I do video game guides and walkthroughs. And in today's video, we are going to talk about how to clear the second gate in the Altar of Calanthea fight with Zairos. If you wipe, you get buffs helping you get more attack power as you progress if you didn't know. But if you do die, you will need to run completely outside of the room, down the hall to fully reset them. These raid bosses are kind of buggy, so if you need to, sometimes they stay aggroed on the player and that player needs to port out of the dungeon. Anyway, Zairos has about two main mechanics. Players are connected with a line, and you must touch your connected player with the opposite debuff that you are linked with because you will either have the frost or fire debuff. If it stacks too high, you will get significantly hurt by oncoming attacks. The second mechanic is the spirit bomb. Zairos will summon an ice bomb above his head that procs at 50%, so all players except for the tanks need to rotate over to break Zairos' shield. If you do not, it results in a raid wipe. It takes a significant amount of damage, so honestly all DPS go there and the healers can stay with their respective tanks. Now honestly, that's pretty much it for this raid, so if you want to know just boss specific mechanics, continue on. For Vulcan, the first mechanic, Vulcan shouts, "Let me roast you slowly in agony," and from above drops some fireballs or meteors, but it doesn't really do damage enough that I notice until your stacks are high enough. Another mechanic that he does for the party is spin and does two fury attacks with an AoE that expands and does damage on each burst. Not really noticeable damage from my experience, but I am sure with longer fights or in hard mode it would be otherwise. Another skill he uses is gripping the floor and causing the eruptions from the ground. Now the last mention is if you are too far away from Vulcan, he will throw away projectiles or swing a wave of lava at you through a shockwave. For Zairos, he shouts everything will freeze and then has a cross shockwave of ice that can hit you. The second thing he does is a back-to-back heavy attack which can freeze you. Not a big deal, but that can be unlucky for longer fights. Another skill he uses is straight up freeze. From what I saw, was just an AoE freeze again, not that concerning early on. The last big thing is if the tanks walk away too far, he will drop the biggest Kamehameha wave you have ever seen in an MMO that will ass blast you to oblivion if you take too many.
Sorry, bitch. Oh my god! Yo, calm down,
The
come
final mention for Zairos is that whoever has the highest threat, which is usually the tank, will get marked with a number, and players can get into the ring to prevent the tank from getting frozen. But honestly, in normal mode, you can just eat it, so it's not really worth mentioning or worrying about, but maybe in hard mode it may become relevant. The boss was probably my favorite raid boss out of the three, and I can't wait to see what hard mode has in store. If you made it this far, comment yams blasted if you got your yams blasted. As a tank, rotating to the other side when trying to connect your cleanse. For my future groups, in normal mode, my tanks are staying put because it honestly will be dead before the stacks become a problem. If you made it to this gate, share the video so other players can consume only this section and progress further. I will release the last gate today as well, and don't forget to subscribe and stay blessed, folks. I'll see you next time.